we're here together.
All right.
I got the shotgun mic now.
Yeah, you do.
We're here with Rick Steves, the acclaimed European travel writer, and of course one of the big sponsors of Initiative 502 that made Washington one of the first 2 states to legalize adult use of cannabis. Here we are, we're 2.5 years in. What do you think so far?
That's right. Well, I think it's exciting. It's actually, to be honest, it's a little bit of the edge is gone now because we won the election, you know. But we have to remind people that we need to be very smart and very patient. It's going to be step by step because we got a long way to go before we dismantle prohibition against marijuana. And of course, Colorado and Washington made 2 very good first strides.
Yeah, and with Colorado and Washington passing at 55%, that emboldened other states to take the plunge in 2014, a non-presidential election year. We've got Alaska, Oregon, and Washington, D.C. So you've got to feel pretty good about the momentum.
You know, I am so excited. I was just in Poland yesterday. I flew all the way back to Seattle for Hempfest. It's the only thing that gets me home from here early.
Wow.
Is Hempfest. And in about a month, I'm going down to Oregon, and I'm going to do a little barnstorming tour like I did in Washington a couple years ago. And we're going to talk up the wisdom of legalizing marijuana for adult use, responsible recreational use, and then taxing it. I'm just so excited that Oregon's going to learn from I-502 in Washington, and it looks very good that Oregon and Alaska will be legalizing. So it's kind of cute to be able to say the lower 48, but now it'll have to be the lower 46 after this next election.
There we go. And also, just north of us in Vancouver, BC, Mark Emery has been returned
Big news.
to BC, and so we'll legalize Alaska. Washington's already legalized. We got just surrounded British Columbia.
Well, we need Canada to get on board. I remember when I first got involved in this, Canada was courageous and an inspiration, but a lot of arm twisting behind the scenes goes on, and it's scary to stand up for the United States government when you've got serious economic concerns and so on, and our government plays hardball with other governments when they want to get progressive on marijuana. But now when our own states are starting to legalize, it makes our government have a little tougher time saying, you can't do this, and they'll just turn around and say, well, your states are doing it. Why can't we get smart on drug policy and stop locking up people for enjoying marijuana as responsible adults?
Yeah, we've heard that from the South American countries. Some of the Central American countries are speaking out saying, how can you be so tough on us to get tough on drugs when you're legalizing in a couple states? When you're traveling Europe now, there's got to be some people that kind of know the association of you and 502. So what are they saying in Europe about this? And is this leading to more progressive change in European law?
You know, we used to be behind Europe, and now it's interesting. I was just in Denmark, I was just in Amsterdam, I was just in the Czech Republic. 3 countries that are all very involved in the whole marijuana issues, and all of them are now looking to the United States, specifically Washington and Colorado, for inspiration and ideas. We all are getting track records, and you know, you can. Everybody has their own agenda, and there's a lot of fear mongering and $1 billion worth of government misinformation in the form of advertising that wiring our brains as Americans. But when you have a track record, you really can't argue with a track record. And Colorado has a track record. Amsterdam has a track record. Portugal, which legalized the consumption of all drugs 10 years ago, has a track record, and we're realizing that this gateway effect thing is a bunch of baloney. We're realizing also, which is something I've been making the point right from the beginning, is that I do not think use will go up a lot if we take the crime out of the equation. You just won't have to be a criminal to smoke pot. And I just think that's something that a lot of people are going to realize, is that you know, the whole country's not become one big Hempfest. It's just those who want to smoke pot can do it, and those who want to go to race cars can go to race cars, and those who want to go to chess club can do that. Why not? I mean, everybody has their own passions, and you know, cannabis can be right in there.
Yeah, as one of those consumers, I got to say, for me, it's the selection and the convenience and the quality and the purity, knowing that you know, it's not laced with something, it's not it's been tested and so forth. So it's been a great experiment so far. We're seeing great numbers out of Colorado with youth use down,
crime down,
DUI's
not up.
Yeah,
you know? And even use is not up. It hasn't spiked. The only thing that's up is tax revenue, and maybe it's not as much as they want, but it's a lot better to be raising taxes for constructive government programs rather than funding gangs and organized crime, who were the only people that could be the providers of pot before voters started realizing that we got to take the crime out of the equation and dismantle this war on marijuana and legalize.
It's a bowl half full, bowl half empty proposition. You could say the tax revenues are half what we projected, or you can say they're infinity more than what we used to get.
That's true, yeah.
Exactly. There's Rick Steves Europe, ricksteves.com for all the information you need to know.
Normal.org.
And normal.org, of course, for the marijuana information. And I've got my passport. I still have yet to get a stamp on it. I'm going to book a tour one of these days.
All right. Well, Happy
days.
travels, as I like to say, even if you're just staying home.
Right on. Thank you, Rick. Have a great show.
Yep.